Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Ryan, are you really reviewing a movie about giant ants? Yes, I am. But this movie is like a transformer. It's a lot more than meets the eye. As Scarymania rolls into the 50s, it is important to note that monsters of the past, like Dracula and Frankenstein, were becoming, well, passé. And in this brave new era, entering the Cold War, everyone had nuclear threats on their mind. This was the atomic age, and the horror movies reflected as such. We got a whole new genre of horror movies, including alien invasion movies, basically launched the career of Ray Harryhausen in a whole slew of monster movies, and, well, the giant creature movies, like Them. It tells the story of a local sheriff who discovers a young girl walking on the road alone. He soon discovers that her home was attacked by gigantic ants. And I'm not talking about, like, army ants, like, maybe this big. We're talking about, like, big damn ants. Now, when you hear a plot like that, I imagine you must think to yourself, I'm sure Mystery Science Theater 3000 covered this at one point. But let me just say that this is a movie that is actually taken quite seriously. Not just that, there's 1,000 times more effort put forth than it honestly deserves for a premise like this. The two leads in the movie are Edmund Gwynn, who a few years prior to this had been Santa in the original Miracle on 34th Street, and James Whitmore, who would later go on to become Brooks in one of my favorite movies of all time, The Shawshank Redemption. What really makes this movie work is that every single actor is giving a scary level of commitment to this wacky premise. And there have been instances in the past where this has failed, like Plan 9 from Outer Space, or The Giant Claw, for example. However, here, this is taken seriously. However, it's taken seriously in the sense that they're invested in the characters and the story. The giant ants are there, yes, and they are a threat. However, this isn't about the giant ants and the humans. It's about the humans and then the giant ants. There is a difference. He does such a good job of building up the ants that it tricks you to think, like, wait, I'm actually getting scared of ants? Like, what kind of genjutsu is this? If there is one knock I do have against the movie, it's the creature design for the ants. I get it, it was the mid-50s, so they had to do what they had to do, but it looks super fake nowadays. I could almost see the dude in the suit, like, piloting it around and being like, hello, sir, hope you were paid well for this. But, like I said, it's a small problem. On the whole, this movie is actually far better than I ever expected. In my research, I found that this movie was actually supposed to be shot in color. However, the color tests just ended up not working for reasons. The movie would have a color title, the famous red with a tinge of blue. However, the movie would end up being shot in black and white. And I believe that the black and white was the smarter option. And I know that there will be some who are like, ugh, giant ants, like, and turn your nose away. Trust me, this movie is 1,000 times better than it has any right to be.